If you only have fun in Dead by Daylight when you're constantly 4King, the game is designed to make you miserable. And that's not a flaw, that's an intention. Dead by Daylight isn't built for you to win every match. And the more you play, the more you start to realise the game is constantly nudging you back towards the middle, giving you just enough success to keep you going, just enough failure to keep you humble. Between the questionable matchmaking, the randomness of the map selection and generation, and the vast range of player skill differences, the game is constantly pushing and pulling you towards roughly even experience by giving you the highs of the easy wins and the lows of the heavy losses. These extremes can feel really unbalanced. And like it's somehow our fault that if we just played that little bit better, we could always win. But this means if your only measure of fun is kills or escapes, you're setting yourself up to have a bad time. And that's why so many killers feel frustrated, tilted, or burnt out. But here's some good news. You can fix this immediately, because your enjoyment of the game doesn't come from the result, but from what you choose to focus on. Instead of measuring success by kills or escapes, you need to start measuring things you actually can control. Let's start with some skill-based goals. Killers in particular have a vast array of skill-based playstyles. Instead of asking, did I win? Ask, did I play well? And as a survivor, was I more help than a hindrance to my team? Focusing on mastering your killer's power, how they move, how they pressure, how they handle chases. Once you start improving these core skills, you'll notice that hooks and sacrifices begin to flow naturally, without the need to force them. But they are no longer the point. The point is to get better. Next up, we'll explore experimenting with builds. Not just strong ones, weird ones, fun ones that make you question the very sanity of the game. Try perk combinations you've never seen before. Run something completely off meta, or avoid meta perks entirely for a bit of a laugh. Build around a single idea. Make the survivors scream constantly, or maximising your speed, or going on all-out stealth. Some of these builds will be terrible. Good. That's part of the fun. Because now your goal isn't to win, but to be curious and see what happens. Want more of a challenge? Throw builds out the window altogether. Go perkless, add-onless. Use a random perk generator to select your build. These focus you to rely on your actual skill and game knowledge, and they will make every match feel fresh again. But this only works if you let go of the concept of sacrificing them all. You can take this a step further with challenge-based goals. How many times can you pull someone off a gen? Jump scare them. Pull off a difficult tech. As a survivor, there's a bunch of fun techs you can try too, such as the window tech, where you vault through a vaulting killer at a window, but it needs to be absolutely perfectly timed. These aren't wins in a traditional sense, but they make every match engaging, regardless of the outcome, and feels amazing when you pull it off. Then there's mindset. This is the big one, the biggest one. If you only take one thing from this video, make it this one. Dead by Daylight is as much a mental game as it is a mechanical one. It's very easy to get tilted. A bad map, a strong team, someone trying to annoy you. That all adds up. And once you're tilted, you play worse. Which in turn makes everything feel more frustrating. You'll feel disappointment in the game, angry at the other players, and worse in yourself. So part of your goal should be staying in control of your reactions. Staying calm is a skill. And like any skill, you can practice it. And yes, it's hard. For some people, this is very challenging. But that's part of skilling up, not just in the game, but in life. This has real-world implications every day. That may mean taking a breath after a rough match. It may mean laughing things off. It may mean having an emotional support bucket. Whatever works for you. There are many techniques out there, so you may have to try and find a few and try them out to see which one works best for you. And this will likely be a topic of another video, so subscribe if that or any of my other tips might be helpful to you. I'm also doing some demonstration videos of these techniques so you can see it in action. Getting back to challenging yourself, you can set personal behaviour challenges. For example, no matter what happens in endgame chat, decide you will only respond with positivity. Someone's toxic, compliment their gameplay. They say, easy. Yeah, you had a great chase at Shaq. You're not doing this for them, but to stay in control of your own experience and to ensure that they don't get to you. It will make your next match easier by staying unaffected by their cruel intentions. Another way to shift your perspective is to change how you play entirely. Turn everything on its head. Try a mercy game. Hook everyone twice. Then choose to let them go. If you spot them, give them a nod, walk off. Make sure they know you have chosen not to chase them. Make sure they know that you're choosing this. Suddenly, you're not trying to end the match, but control it. You are the power. You'll still get plenty of blood points this way, but more importantly, you're proving to yourself that kills aren't the only way to win. And here's something that a lot of players do overlook. Play both sides. If you only ever play killer, it's easy to feel survivors have it easy, and vice versa. Once you play survivor, you'll start understanding their frustrations too. That perspective makes the whole game feel less personal and a lot less frustrating. But it also helps you learn your main role by exploring what drives certain decisions by your opponent. Let's address something very important. You are going to lose a lot. That's normal. That's how the game is designed. So instead of fighting it, just accept that. Because once you stop expecting to win every match, something interesting happens. You start enjoying it more. If you want lower pressure games, take a few matches where you don't care about the outcome at all. Let go of being sweaty. Fight that urge to be determined to control what you can't control. This isn't to game the system or lower your matchmaking, but to reset your mindset. It's okay to just mess around and enjoy each moment instead of trying to force an end state. At the end of the day, it's just a game. It's supposed to be something that you enjoy, not something that stresses you out. So if it's not adding something positive to your life, then something needs to change. And the good news is that something is in your control. Your mindset, your goals, your perspectives, these are all things that you actually own. Dead by Daylight isn't designed for you to win every match, but it is designed for you to enjoy every match, if you let it. So stop chasing kills. Start choosing your own version of winning, and you might just find yourself enjoying the game again, even the matches you lose. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that some of these tips are helpful. I'd love to hear if any of these have been handy and any additional tips and ideas that you might have. And yeah, I am doing a whole series on these and some demonstration. I also stream on Twitch. So yeah, please do pop along, say hi, and I'll see you in the next video. So thank you again, and bye! There is a cat. There is a cat. You are distracting. This is the big one. The biggest one. If you only take... She's fine. I don't think my plant is, though. My cat grass is dead.